G'day, Fish the Beach Bum Investor. Back from Port Macquarie to a very different looking crypto economy. What happened while I was away? Come on. You guys can't do this without me. Just going to jump into the chat in YouTube so I can catch up with who's in. I haven't been on Discord for a while. Sorry about that, guys. Down competing at Port Macquarie, as I mentioned. So just going to post up in Discord now. Let everyone know I'm actually back. Hey, Jace. No, I was down. This one wasn't sunny. Hey, Z. I was down at Port Macquarie for that one, man. I got knocked out in round 2. I came up against Gary Thatcher in round 2. He's Australia's #1 at the moment. I gave him a good shake. I felt like I didn't get comboed by him. I was comboed during the middle of the heat, and then I dropped a 6. I believe that was the highest backhand scoring ride of the day. So I was pretty happy with that, man. It wasn't a goofy footers comp. All the goofy footers were knocked out by round 2. It was a nice right-hand wave, and the natural footers were just tearing it up. And big congratulations to Gary Thatcher, who cleaned up again. So backs up his national title with another big win. And he's just surfing really, really well at the moment, pushing us all. So good to see you both. I might post up in Discord quickly because I haven't been around for a while, and just let the guys know that we're in for the convo today. Bitcoin Cash, what has happened while I've been away? Goodness gracious me. What a run by Bitcoin Cash. I sold it at $600. I'm not disappointed with that because I got it for free anyway, right? And I've never looked to buy it back. So yeah, incredible run though. All sorts of theories that I've been trying to catch up on as to why this has happened. I have been away surfing, so it's incredible how much a market can move in 3 days. Yeah, so hey Floyd, I'm just going to post up in, still running sort of half a hand, guys. This arm's not got a lot better. Crypto Chronicus, how you going? Yeah, Jace, I've sort of come to that conclusion myself. Jace said that miners and big players are pushing their own agenda. So I'm just going to post up in Discord. Sorry, guys. Bit slow at the moment. Oh, Command V. Hey, guys, live. Back and live. Cool, that should bring everyone over. I can see some chat going on in the Discord group. So, yeah, sorry I couldn't keep up with it while I was away, but I did have to concentrate on that competition. Wow. Roger Vay was moving chunks of 25,000 TC to Bittrex. Hey, GB, how are you? Good to have everyone back for the chat again. Sorry I've been away. We should get someone to coordinate it while I've got to go to these surf comps, because look what happens in a few days. Incredible, right? The altcoin market bled heavily yesterday. It seems to be kicking back a little bit this morning. I've taken a look, some good gains on Lisk. There's some other currencies doing well, but this Bitcoin Cash bull run is something I certainly didn't see coming. Now, essentially what we've got is a coin that, in most people's opinion, is worse than Ethereum, Litecoin. It actually got to number 2. I was spot checking it still very occasionally down at the comp, and I was like, what is going on? So, yeah, it's really interesting. Look, the main argument that I've heard against Bitcoin Cash actually being able to achieve the status as the real Bitcoin, if you like, was by, he's one of my subscribed. I've forgotten his name, so I won't say it. I think it's Crypto Investor. I will say it. Crypto Investor or something like that. I can't remember. He's pretty good. And he said, look, the reality is, unless the exchanges all decide to all of a sudden go to Bitcoin Cash, it's not going to happen, because Bitcoin's the trading coin on all the exchanges. So unless they simultaneously all sign an agreement to move to Bitcoin Cash, it ain't going to happen. It got to 2,500, did it? Yeah, see, I wasn't keeping that close eye on it, Jace. That's crazy. Hey, Thomas. Yeah, we have to wait to the next difficulty adjustment on BTC and ride it out with half the hash rate, says Crypto Chronicus. It's really interesting, man. I was like, there's not many fans of the EDA for Bitcoin Cash. I don't understand this surge too much at the moment. I mean, it does seem to be I mean, Roger Bay's definitely going to have had an effect on it. I've written a little rap, by the way. Agent Smith put the challenge out. Well, he actually gave it to Crypto Daily or Daily Crypto, and I said, "Well, Jesus, you've got an MC that you're a part of the investment group, and you didn't drop it on me first. Come on." Bigger blocks will just get filled with more transactions, said Crypto Chronicus about Bitcoin Cash. It'll get congested, is his opinion there. But pulled back a few minutes ago. I witnessed 125 BTC buy order on Dash at around $480. So I might see a move in Dash later. That's interesting, King Crypto. I like to keep an eye on those books, man. That's what helped me get into ARK before the run up. I was saying it over on our Discord group. I was like, guys, the sell book is empty. If it breaks through here, it's not hitting any resistance anywhere for a long time. So it's a good thing to keep an eye on, not just the charts, but the actual books. So that's a cool little tip there from King Crypto. Thank you for that. So yeah, cool. Yeah, so I've written a rap. I've already done it. I'll release it after I get off this chat. But it's been, it's been an incredible move. I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think it'll last. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. Please make your own decisions as always. 194 billion for the entire market cap. So it has retraced because I think a lot of people are a bit uncertain, and that will often cause at least a halt in investment, if not people to draw out some money until they see what happens. Crypto Chronicus still hasn't made a single trade since last Friday. Might have been hitting, man. I've hit a few. Like, not heaps, but you know me, I trade up and down, so get some extra coins no matter what the market's doing. I always leave myself some Bitcoin so if it gets really low, I can grab it, trade it back out, in and out all the way up, and I've got buy orders and sell orders set everywhere. I'll tell you how many orders I've got set on at the moment at Bittrex. I'll go to my order book and tell you how many orders I've got set. But you've got to remember, I've done all this work now. I've just got to wait for them to hit, buys and sells. But I'll have a stack of orders. I've got 13 pages of orders with 10 orders per page, so 130. Well, 13, yeah, 100 up to 130, between 120 and 130. Crypto Chronicus says, my name is Fish. Something sometime rhymes with itch. I'm going to drop the real Bitcoin rap on you after this video. I'm still waiting patiently for the big money to flow into Litecoin. I have a feeling we will see it happen. So King Crypto, it's up a bit, man. We were talking about it. Let me have a look. It was at like 50 to 55 not that long ago and cracked over 60. Yeah, it's holding above 60, just. But yeah, I think we've had a reasonable run up on it. I agree. I think it can go higher. I mean, I think it's a bit better than Bitcoin Cash. I still don't understand that. Bitcoin Cash, $23 billion. Anyway. Yeah, I've heard there's a, Crypto Chronicus has said that word is Bcash is going to fork to fix the EDA, the emergency difficult adjustment. I heard that as well, man. That's coming up end of November, I believe. I'll have to double check that. I've only just started researching it this morning, guys. You're going to have to let me catch up on this. But I believe it's happening at the end of November. And it's soft fork, if I'm correct. So anyway, Thomas Hatch, LTC does look a little bullish. Okay, cool. Where's this wrap at? All right. You won't be able to hear it properly. I can bring it up, but you won't be able to hear it properly. Like, you can wait like an hour and I'll release it on YouTube because it's going to come out. Yeah, no, I'll wait for an hour. It'll be out on YouTube. I'll literally, it takes 2 minutes to load. If you just wait till the end of this chat, it'll be up. It's a bit of fun. I had a bit of a go at Roger Bay and Bitcoin Cash. It was just some fun. Yeah, Jace has gone into fiat while he's weathered the storm. See, I think a few people have done that, Jace. That's what's, why the market's trended down a little bit. But he does think the alts will bounce back big. Yeah, you know me, man. I don't like to stock back into fiats too often, so I tend to just move into the alts that are the cheapest and keep trading. It helps me, even if the value goes down and I'm making more coins, it helps my US dollar value stay relatively steady. And then when a pump does come, it really does take off because I've accumulated a lot more coins. So just, you know, different trading methods depending on how busy you want to be and that sort of thing. GB Capital's holding BTC as a strong position against cash, Bitcoin Cash that is. Crypto Chronicles says that may be one reason it pumped. All the big top dogs probably got full confirmation that Bcash is going ahead with the fork. Yeah, I still don't see how that adds. Like Bitcoin itself has RSK, like side contracts coming on at the end of the year, right? And that's going to increase scalability massively. We went through this with Rocky. So I don't see that Bitcoin Cash's solutions are going to be as effective as what Bitcoin Core has planned for the end of the year. And I don't think they can ever take the spot of Bitcoin itself because, as I said, that YouTuber that I watched, he did suggest it, and he's right. All the exchanges would have to change pretty much simultaneously to Bitcoin Cash and say, no, this is the US dollar of the crypto economy, if you like now. Crypto Chronicles is sitting out on BTC. Thomas Hatch was up all night swapping back and forth between BTC and BCH. How'd you go, man? Did you get... Yeah, you got juicy swings. Cool, man. That's good to hear. Yeah, sometimes if you're a trader, like Thomas Hatch obviously has some experience, please stay out of it if you're not. Like if you're not a trader, you're probably going to lose money. That's the statistics. If you haven't been trained in it, if you haven't researched it, you're probably going to lose. But, you know, Thomas Hatch done some pretty sweet swing trading. I know Wilkie the Whale loves doing that. So, yeah, I do a little trading myself. I'm not huge on it, but it seems silly that I've been trained on it and I wouldn't accumulate a few extra coins. So, yeah, I do it. Hey, Pete, haven't seen you. How are you, mate? The size of this pump means there was more at play when the big dog's pumping. What we saw was market speculation that Bitcoin Cash could be something more than what we thought, than we thought. Yeah. Look, I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I just prefer Bitcoin Core, the actual Bitcoin. Yeah, so it's an interesting debate for sure. Let's have a look at some other coins because we are here for the other crypto chat as well. But you're welcome to keep making comments on that. Of course, you guys always lead the conversation. So let me just see where we're at. Yeah, Bitcoin's stuck below $6,000. It's $5,923. So significant retracements from the $8,000 highs. I was looking at 5,500 by the end of the year, right? That was sort of original game plan. I did say that we had to factor in at least, I think, $1,700. I was saying roughly at least for that money being factored in for the free B2X. So for me, it's still not buy time yet. It dipped down to 5,800 this morning. I saw it spot checking it, and it got gobbled up a bit quick. But for me, I think I can wait. I said into the fives, but I'm thinking low fives. I really am. I'm not sure it'll get there, but that's when I'd be prepared to invest in Bitcoin itself and buy more of that. So apart from my trading, which always accumulates me more Bitcoin anyway, or more of the altcoins. You guys know how that works. Crypto Chronicles said, I'm sure Roger has been making some deals with miners, pools, Bitmain, governments, investors, etc. Pete said that Goldman Sachs calling $8,000 consolidation before the next upswing. Yeah, Goldman Sachs. Yeah, okay. Come on, Pete, we can do better research than Goldman Sachs. No, it's good. It's good info, man. It's good to hear what the big dogs are calling because they've got the money. They've got a lot of money to put in. Oh, 5,500, Crypto Chronicles said it got as low as earlier. That's interesting. Yeah. So it's bounced back pretty strongly from there. So maybe, I don't know, do you guys remember when it dipped before, like after Bitcoin gold, it dipped to 5,500 before going on an almighty bull run? Do you guys remember that? It was like 5,500 that it dipped to. It's found that support level twice. Tell you what, if it bounces off there a third time, that's really good support. So see what happens. If it hits 5,500 again, like on the low, if it sort of trends low over the next couple of days and hits 5,500 and starts to show good confidence coming back from that mark, it might be time to have a look. I was looking at like 5 flat, but you guys have got to make your own decisions as well. Crypto Chronicus is looking at a flat line and then 8 to 10K in early 2018. Yeah, matter, Pete. I was only mucking around. You just know I don't like Goldman Sachs. No, Pete, the information's good, man. That's solid. Not letting go until we get the next news release from Wall Street about Bitcoin. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I really think like the technology upgrades coming at or scheduled for the end of the year are far more important than what Wall Street are going to say. That's my personal opinion. Because if these RSK side contracts, as they were, allow for Bitcoin to essentially be scaled to a point where they can handle volumes to allow for mass adoption, that to me is more important than what Goldman Sachs are going to say. Crypto Chronicus thinks Goldman Sachs will pump it. Be interesting. See what happens. Ethereum's really steady, guys. I sort of said this through the whole Bitcoin forking, that how is Bitcoin gaining value on something that is potentially hostile, whereas Ethereum is losing value when the fork should see good improvements to the Ethereum network. And I think people are catching on to that. It's sitting at 319. Crypto Chronicus said the scalability problem is an easy fix. People are just bickering about who gets the kudos. Funny in a decentralized movement, isn't it? I still see that myself, man. I do know what you're saying. Ethereum, yeah, it's been strong. Bitcoin Cash, I can't skip over it. It's gotten too dominant to not talk about. We have had a good chat about it. It's sitting $1,379.26. Just a massive, massive run up. Like I could have got more for my Bitcoin Cash, obviously, but you know what? I'm fine with getting rid of it. I didn't like it sitting there anyway. So, hey, Normie91. Good evening, Fish. Been a while, mate. Coming to you for the latest in this drama, man. I'm catching up on it myself, Normie, because I literally went away on Friday for a surfing competition, man, and I got back and like I'd spot checked it a couple of times during the comp, and I was like really more focused on surfing, obviously. And by the time I got back, I was just like, this can't be right. I got back last night and I was just like, you're kidding. And yeah, I started doing a little research, but I was pretty tired, man. So I got some sleep, got up this morning and started having a look into it. And a lot of people are, honestly, the majority of voices that I'm hearing out there from people who I actually respect in the crypto economy are as confused as I about this move and see it as dangerous to be buying Bitcoin Cash at this stage. Please make your own decisions, as I always say, because if you made your own, if you go on my advice, you've just lost a stack on Bitcoin Cash because I told you to sell it twice at $600. Anyway, so yeah. It is an incredible run. I'm going to do some more research on it. In the meantime, I'll get that wrap out to contribute to what I think it's dangerous because I think people could lose money on this one from that point, like significant amounts, and that's a problem. We don't want people losing stacks of money coming into the crypto economy. Monero's one that got really bullish, guys. Did you guys see that? You know, it got dumped down to like $80 odd, roughly. Rough, guys, rough off the top of my head. Dumped down to $80 odd after the hey, Agent Smith. How you been, man? Good to see you again. Yeah, Monero got dumped down to like $80 or in the 80s when the Palm Beach group said, oh, we're going to move into something else. But wow, has it gotten bullish. you know, $124.91, well back over that $100 mark, and up 2.96% in the last 24 hours. One of the few gainers in that top bit, apart from Dash, which was really noticeable. So, you know, it's good to see there that people are realizing that a proof of stake coin is very valuable in Dash. And then they've seen an anonymous coin in Monero and gone, oh, that's valuable. So looking a bit further down the charts, when people put 2 and 2 together and say proof of stake, anonymous, and they find PIVX, what's going to happen? That's my hope, obviously. I mean, I think there's reason for Monero and for Dash gaining. Dash has a great proof of stake model. PIVX is a little bit fairer, in my opinion, because you can stake lower amounts. I mean, a Dash masternode now is costing you almost $500,000. But good coin still, good tech. And Monero's got a good community, anonymous coin. I've got to tell you, PIVX has got both of those things combined. So for me, I'm really bullish on PIVX at the moment. It's dropped below that $3 mark again, down to $2.95 as I'm reading it now. I've picked up some more, as usual, when it drops below $3. Used to be below $2, and then it got below $3, but I'll keep picking it up below $3.50. I probably won't pick anything up between $3.50 and $4 if I'm being honest. And then I'll see when it gets above $4 if I sell a little out, just to pay for, you know, for Tanya's world tour stuff and for my own competitive surfing and stuff like that. Hey, Mohammed. Good to see you, man. Yeah, Crypto Chronicus, that's the thing. Like, through the madness, Crypto Chronicus said, through the madness, PIVX has actually moved up 10 spots, man. Like, my theory is that this happens when there's a big shake-up. G'day, Grinkers. You get this big shake-up, and a lot of the coins do lose value, but the ones that stay steadier are usually going to come back really bullish when the money flows back into the altcoin market. Some of the shit coins will get shaken out for good, pretty much. PIVX is good at $3, says Crypto Chronicus. You can play the swing on it every day. And to be honest, man, I do, because it's like I've got not for huge amounts, guys. I like the amount I have on sell books for PIVX compared to what I hold is minimal. But I do trade a little bit because I can accumulate more coins like that. Let's see where it's sitting at the moment in terms of Satoshi. Just a reminder to those people looking to trade it, you can actually trade it when the wallet's under maintenance. People forget that. You just go into the top, the B markets, and you type in PIV into the search field. I've got a video on it if you want to see how to do it, but it's pretty easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Tech idiot here. Yeah, 51,212 it's shown on the graph. Let's have a look. It's just jumped up. Yeah, it's just jumped up above $3 again on Bittrex. So 51,320. Yeah, when it gets below that $3 Crypto Chronicus, I start hitting it, man, because it's always going to get back above there. I think it'll get well above $4 long term. I've never changed that opinion. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Crypto Chronicus just doesn't play with a lot either. He's just covering expenses and stuff. Yeah. Mohammed's a PIVX holder. Good on you, bro. Yeah, Agent Smith, it took a huge bull run the other day. It went up to 350 again. Yeah, exactly, 350. It went up to 358, I think, actually. I saw it as high as. So it was a really big bull run, and it's natural for profit to get taken in that time. And again, our profit taking, or the profit taking on PIVX coincided with the altcoin dip, which can really exacerbate things and send it too low again, which it certainly did. We saw it as low as 285 this morning. So we've already made good gains for anyone who's bought this morning. I think anywhere under $3, you're really good buying it. I think under $4 is good long-term buying. So yeah, you got to make your own decisions. Crypto Chronicus had to sell at 350. I think I'm off coins or something, just accumulating. Not a huge amount, not with PIVX. But that's my personal thing. You guys got to make your own decisions, you know. Let's have a look at something else. Hey, Verge was one that took a really big hit. I know that because I got some buy orders back on it after getting really, really good sell orders. I've been nailing those Litecoin trades over on Cryptopia. I've got to get that video out for you guys to show you how to do that. Really, really, you want to talk about swings, you have to wait a bit longer. So it's not exactly day trading or swing trading, but my goodness, the buys and sells you get against Litecoin on Cryptopia, wow. Jace just said, I have a theory. I think Agent Smith and his cronies orchestrated this BCH manipulation. Agent Smith gave a knowing grin and Crypto Chronicles said, nah, he's just the babysitter. All right, going back to have a look at the rest of the economy, see what else has been interesting. Verge was one of them. Just going to find that. It's dropped down a little bit, as you expect with the loss. Okay, sitting at number 66 and currently trading at just over 0.5%, 0.5467 of a cent to be exact. Yeah, it's taken a tumble down. I think that's good buying. I think you'll see it back up to that 0.75 cent mark, the 0.075. So I think there's a good 40% in that. I think that's good buying today. That's one of the ones that I saw as getting too cheap. It seems like the anonymous and proof of stake coins higher up the market cap have been found. So we just got to wait for the newbies to find the other ones, filter down, like we all did when we got into it. How many, honestly, of you got in through a lower market cap coin? I assume most of you got in through something in the higher market cap. Not always, but no, you haven't convinced me, Agent Smith. Agent Smith goes, oh, I thought I convinced everyone I'm poor. No. Zcash did well. Crypto Chronicles, let me have a look, man. I'm still holding some. I traded out of a lot of it, and I never bought back. Yeah, 276, good run up. 10.67% in the last 24 hours. Thanks for that one, Crypto Chronicles. Yeah, so, I mean, you're seeing a trend here with anonymous coins, proof of stake coins doing well. Lisk was another one that's run up again above $6. Any thoughts? I'm assuming you're meaning Neo there, Normie. Just a typo, I'm assuming, bro. Any thoughts on Neo? Let me have a look at the price. Because I like the fact it's got a big community over it. I do think it was overbought, obviously, up at around those $50 marks that it did get to. We've got to see some ICOs or at least some coins being built on the Neo platform. Now, Red Pulse has released on Neo, but I'd like to see a little bit more. I'd like to see some really, really good DApps coming out on Neo before I can start calling huge buys on it. At the moment, it seems to be really finding a lot of support at around $25, man. So if you're looking to buy, maybe look at your buy orders at around 25 on the fiats. It's a bit hard with the, I don't know the Satoshi prices at the moment, man, because I don't actually trade it. Wilkie, one of our investment crew, is big on Neo. He loves it. Hourglass is a big Neo fan. So there's a few Neo fans within our own investment group, man. I only hold a little bit, but I do think long term it's going to be a good project. They were invited to the Trusted Blockchain Conference by the Chinese government, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good things to be said about Neo. I'd look at $25 as buying at the moment simply because it's consistently finding support there. Let's have a look. Oh, Agent Smith said rumors that Lisk and Google are working together. Wow, wouldn't that be amazing? I can link a video from one of their conferences on the Discord. Please do, mate. I would think Google would just make their own blockchain tech. They do have a reputation for just buying good tech, though. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, that's interesting, man. I actually pitched that theory with encryption, one that still hasn't hit market yet that I got into a long time ago. One of my first crypto investments. Actually, the first crypto I ever did any work for. So, yeah, it was the same sort of thing. Could there be a pharmaceutical buyer because the tech's just that good? You know, they could create their own, but they've also got a stack of money. And if Lisk has given them a huge head start and they're happy with it, you know, it's based on Java. Like, can use Java Java programming. Sorry, guys, you know that I don't. I know that's a good thing because 70% of developers know how to use it. So the good thing is that if Google are thinking, oh, okay, mass adoption, why would we create our own Lisk? We've got what we need. We're just going to take a massive holding in Lisk. Yeah, who knows? See what happens. Oh, Agent Smith's absolutely right. Agent Smith said, even if it's an advisory role, it could be big. Of course it could be. Getting linked with Google. Come on. I'm sure the Google ads are going to have Lisk on it for anyone who types crypto after that, right? That's what they are. I mean, for those of you who aren't aware, Google's the biggest advertising company in the world. Oh, sorry, Normie. I've been away for a few days. Normie goes, well, thanks for all the Neo news, mate. But I was actually talking about Auto Neo, NIO. Had a great few days. Let me have a look for you, man. Sorry about that. I haven't looked into the project, man. So Auto Neo. Let's have a look. Low market cap coin, just under $5 million in the total market cap, 4.9 million. Circulating supply of 65 million and change in NIO, I for India, because I know the vowels sound very similar when you speak Australian. There is some inflation to come. The total supply is 220 million and change. We'd have to go and have a look and see what the plan is there and how that inflation is going to play out and over what time period. But hey, yeah, it's had a great time. It's 84% in the last 24 hours. Crypto Chronicles, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just going to have a quick look at the website and I'll have a proper look at it when I get a bit more sleep and a bit more time. Nice looking website. Orteno token sale has ended. Ortonio. Decentralized AI trading system. Pre-sales over trading system. Yeah. Interesting. Contact the most popular trader with the order and platform. Okay, so it's basically, yeah, it's interesting. It's basically do you guys see that thing called EquiTrade when that came out, or EquiTrade, and not so much like CryptoPing, but it's more like EquiTrade. It's kind of like decentralized, almost decentralized tipping for trades. That's what, like, just having a very, very quick look at it, that's what its main value proposition seems to be to me. Yeah, so you've got a leaderboard there for the, I guess, the advisors, if you like, or the people giving out the tips, and they get paid based on their success rate, I guess. I'll have to look more into it, man. It looks interesting. I've seen a couple like it. Thanks, Agent Smith. That's cool, man. I'm going to have a look at that afterwards. Oh, Agent Smith said everyone smash the like button. Yes, please. I don't like asking for all that stuff. You guys know that. People will find us. Come on. Let me see what else we got here. Just pop it in the chat, guys, if you've got anything else you want me to have a look at. I've got to catch up anyway. So for me, I haven't had time to get a whole lot of new information for you in the last little bit. IOTA is one that ran up really hard on the back of Wilkie buying it, no doubt. Bloody whale. Oh, that's the other one. H share had a huge run up. I've got to look more into that. Haven't really even looked into it. Thomas Hatch said, Neo fans always have a good chat. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. If you've got a good community behind you, I didn't see it had been delayed, Agent Smith. I haven't been in our Discord group, man. I've been bodyboarding. So Monese has been delayed. Can you tell me till when, Agent Smith? Because I've been buying more Komodo at these cheap prices. It got below $2, bro. Let's have a look at Komodo. 191, still below $2. Buy. That's buys for me. Because I'm going to use my Komodo to buy Monese to earn more Komodo. Agent Smith, I need to know more about it, man. Yeah, it tanked big time. It should be a $3 coin, right? Close enough to it. Like leading up to this thing, and then it'll probably drop back as people sell that into the Monese ICO. But yeah, sure. Wait, big deal for it, Agent Smith. I'll look more into it. Thomas Hatcher said, do we know anything about the Barter coin ICO? No, man, haven't looked into it. Wow, there's so much coming out. I think there's like 70 new coins a day coming out. So we can't do this alone. This is why we have the investment group. If you think it's a really good one, drop it over on the investment group, Thomas Hatch. You're a member over at our investment group, aren't you? Yeah, Hatchy, you are. Yeah. Yeah, GB Capital, I have heard of it. GB Capital said it. I've just taken a position in B3. Have you heard of it? You're not going to like my answer, man. Crypto K, I really trust. I think he's a good judge of a coin. So this could be good or bad. Depends on how you look at it. Crypto K lost 10x on it, man. He invested right on highs and got smashed on it and didn't have many good things to say about it after that. I understand there's quite an excessive inflation rate in B3. I'm going to have to look more into it, but the good thing for B3 fans is that there is more chatter starting to come around it because there's more and more people actually starting to ask me about what I think about B3. So Crypto K also got into Vertcoin at $1.80, and I think it was even $1.20, and then it dropped down to 60 cents. But look where he's sitting today on that. So, you know, just because he lost money on it doesn't mean everyone who gets into it's going to lose money. It's just that obviously when we're doing quite well in other investments in our group, and I've got to pick things that I'm really, really interested in, B3 just didn't come onto my radar after having such a heavy downturn. But if you're going to buy a coin, you buy low and sell high. So I think historically it is lower than it. You know, it had a run up again, I think, or had a big run down. I can't remember. It's a super volatile bugger. Let's have a look. I keep half an eye on it. It's been a couple of people. B3 coin. B3 is the trading symbol. Currently down 15% and trading at 0.06 of a cent. See, the supply's massive. Oh, no, the circulating supplies. Oh, hang on. The supply's already reached, is it? It is. The circulating supply's 47. Oh, no, not quite, but it's not far off being reached, if I'm reading this right. Circulating supply is 47161, like 47,161,821,408. And the total supply is 47,168,000,000. So about 7 million coins to be created, just to touch under 7.3, is it? Yeah. Sorry, not 7.3. It's 6.5. 6.5 million to be created, according to this. Yeah, that's what I heard, Agent Smith. Agent Smith said, isn't the inflation crazy on B3? And masternodes are coming soon. Until then, 27.5% daily compound a day. What WTF? People won't sell. I don't understand what you mean people won't sell, because you've got to remember the basic. I mean, obviously people are selling because it's down 15.8%. So even if people are only selling off the extra coins they're earning and keeping their inflation steady within their own account, that is a shite load of extra coins hitting the market. And when there's more coins available, the price per coin will go down if the demand is not increased. That's the thing. That's how economics works. So for me, anything that has an excessive inflation rate is a little bit scary, and it's certainly susceptible to massive swings. Oh, good to hear, Agent. Don't be mad. Don't be impatient, Agent Smith. You're one of our investment crew, man. You sit here and listen to me whinge and bitch about investors getting impatient with Ripple when they said at the Swell conference, oh, things are going to take a little bit longer. Yeah, it's new technology. We're developing connections all the time. It's going to be a long road ahead. And people just dump the crap out of Ripple. So you be patient, my friend. But yeah, responding to what Agent Smith said, he said, as mad as I am about the Monet's delay, the screenshots of the app look great. Yeah, I think it's going to be worth holding on to, Agent Smith, and even picking up a little bit more if it's in your budget, man, of that Komodo. Because as we know, you're going to get 30% at ICO extra Monet's for investing in Komodo instead of BTC. They will only be accepting KMD, Komodo, and BTC Bitcoin for this DICO, decentralized ICO. First one in history. Going to be really interesting. Can't wait to see it. So yeah, I quite like KMD, man. It's fine for me. I hadn't picked up quite as much as I liked before it went on that bull run anyway. So my thoughts are, you might be angry. I'm like, you doing the clickies, because I'm happy about that, man. I'm going to pick up some more KMD. I've set more buy orders. I'm just 5 coins at a time, trading a little bit out, trading back in. But you know, I've locked away. I've locked away like my minimum investment. I haven't got that set on sales anywhere, and that will be for Monets because it makes sense to me, bro. You invest the KMD into the Monets, you get a 30% increase on your Monets shares, which in turn earn you KMD. That isn't like you guys following that, like accumulated wealth and dividends and everything we talk about, relating it back to how people got rich playing the, you know, the old share market. It's accumulation of the right shares, of course, but it's the same with crypto. So if I think Monets and KMD are good, why wouldn't I take this opportunity, which is going to only ever happen once in my life, ever in the history of these companies, where I'm going to use KMD to buy Monets and earn more KMD. Pete said 10 Satoshis and 5 Satoshis is only 2x loss, but 10 Satoshis to 1 Satoshi is a 10x loss. So I suppose as long as you stay at about 5 sats, you'll probably still take profit. I think we were referring back to B3 with that one. Yeah, I think he was. Agent Smith says big future for KMD, and we all know that's because he shields the crap out of the coins that he holds. So he may nah, I know that, man. He said not just with Monets. I realise that, man. It's got, I mean, it's essentially, it's come into the realm of DApp coins now, as far as I see. So, yeah, I think KMD's got a big future. I think it's too cheap, under $2. It's one of my picks at the moment for sure. See how we're going. I'm going to do an update on the old Bittrex account. That'll give me an indication of how the market's trending, at least for the coins that I've got. Great internet speed in Australia. Yeah, it's pretty steady. Like up from lows this morning for sure. Up about 3% on my account from lows this morning. Still, honestly, from my high point, I'd be down 14%, a little less. So that's not too bad for such a you know, smashing in the market. Cranky Pete said that Agent Smith is the shill master, and he said, I'm not the shill master, I'm the heartless investor. Thomas Hatch said someone's been left with the KMD bags. Yeah, Agent Smith, he's got those Ripple bags and KMD bags, but I think long term he's going to be, I think he's holding some pay bags with me as well, some 10x bags. That's another one that I saw as too cheap, but it's not like I always say, go make your own decisions. Don't follow Agent Smith. Be a good name for kicking around the forums, heartless investor. Yeah, we got you, Agent Smith. We're on to you. Russian spy pretending to be American. We know what's going on. I think the market's going to get bullish. That's my personal opinion. I think there's been a little bit of fear, uncertainty, and doubt around Bitcoin Cash's huge explosion. I don't think it was unreasonable for Bitcoin to retrace. It had a massive bull run. For the altcoin market to go with it was a little unreasonable. So I think that alts are probably, for mine, still the best play at the moment. But I don't think Bitcoin's necessarily bad buying. It's just popped up to 5,888 on Bittrex, and it's a big buy signal if you're Asian. Love the number 8. I'm going to check out, guys. I've got a lot of catching up to do, a lot of research. 3 days. I was away for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the entire economy looks different. So I've got a lot of catching up to do. I'll be over on Discord throughout the day. Not straight after this. I'm going to post up wrap, and then I'll cruise over to Discord later on and see how you're all how you're all doing and what we think the next step for the crypto economy is. So Pete's just said that Bitcoin's selling on for 6,100 on Yobit, so can do some arbitrage there. Yeah, thanks, Agent Smith. I was going to do a cryptocurrency report from the beach, man, but after getting through that first round, I really wanted to focus. Then when I found out I had pulled Gary Thatcher in round 2, current Australian #1, I was like, oh, this going to be tough. But hey, I think I got the best backhand wave for the day. I dropped like a 6 on my backhand, which is strong backhand surfing, so I was happy with that. But it was really, really a natural footers day. Great catch up though. Wild party afterwards. Can't tell you too much about that. As you can still see, I'm still feeling the effects from it a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to check out, guys. It's been good catching up again after a couple of days off. I'll check over on Discord and we can have a catch up about what we're looking at. And thanks for dropping in again for the live crypto discussion. We'll be back tomorrow from 11 a.m. for another one. Peace out. Catch you tomorrow. I've done it again. Google Hangouts. And goodbye.